제83회 자는 것 같아.
Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host Lisa Kelly and today is our 83rd episode. And today's main expression is 자는 것 같아. And it means I think he's sleeping, and actually I think Steve is sleeping right now. Steve. Anyways, let's just continue on and just skip him and we'll go and introduce Naomi. Hi Naomi.
안녕하세요. 네오미입니다.
예, 하이나오이. 안녕하세요. 나는 마틴입니다.
I think Steven's a little overworked because he was up all night looking at scripts, so let's just go on without him, okay?
Wait, go on. No, I'm here. What do you mean go on without me? No. 안녕하세요. Hey, everybody. Thank you. I'm Steven Revere, and here's Let's Do It. Let's do it.
집이 왜 이렇게 조용하지?
다 자는 것 같아.
Well, we were just saying how it got so loud all of a sudden since Steve just woke up. It was pretty quiet, okay?
Yeah.
All right, do you guys know the word for quiet or loud?
You just heard it.
조용하다. Okay, it was in our expression. Or 시끄러워요. That's good. Okay, our first expression is 집이 왜 이렇게 조용해요? Okay, 조용해요 means quiet. Okay, the opposite of 시끄럽다. Or and it means.
Well, that means very noisy, right? And be careful using it because Koreans, when they very rudely want to say, be quiet, I don't want to hear it anymore, they will say, 시끄러워, right? So be careful using that. And when you hear somebody use that, if you hear somebody use that to you, be careful. And you might hear that on the Arirang TV dramas a lot too. I don't want to hear it anymore. 시끄러워. Anyway. Let's go back to the dialogue.
Let's go back to the 조용한 분위기, the quiet 분위기.
The first line of the dialogue is 왜 이렇게 조용하지 집이? They say 집이 왜 이렇게 조용하지? Now, notice that normally in English we would put why in front. Why is the house so quiet, right? But in Korean they switched it around. But in actuality you could in Korean perfectly well say 왜 집이 이렇게 조용하지? In Korean, because of these subject-object markers, sometimes the word order becomes less important. You could even say, 왜 이렇게 조용하지, 집이? Right? You could even do that. Often, Koreans will switch word order around because it's possible in this case. And when you're talking about 이렇게, the way I always think of this to be translated is like this. Sometimes people will say, 그렇게 하지 마세요. Don't do it like that. 이렇게 해요. Do it like this. 이렇게 해요. Do it like this. So they're saying, why is the house so quiet?
Like this. Literally, right? Why is the house so quiet like this? 집이 왜 이렇게 조용하지? I think it's a little hard to pronounce. Do you want to try it?
집이 왜 이렇게 조용하지?
집이 왜 그렇게 조용하지?
Okay, and Martin just said 왜 그렇게, right?
Yeah, you want to 그렇게 unless maybe you're calling on the telephone or something, right? You're not calling on the telephone. In this situation, you're there. You're in the room, so you say, 왜 이렇게 조용하죠?
Right.
You could, if you're on the phone, 왜 그렇게 조용하지?
Right,
Why
or
is it?
if you're outside the door, like outside the house or a next door neighbor, you hear it's very loud or very quiet so you're not actually in the house. You have to be somewhere else in a different situation.
Kilometers for distance.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
And also it's for a little more effect or emphasis when you use it in other sentences. Okay, and the answer was 다 자는 것 같아. Okay, Stephen was 자는 것 같아 earlier. Okay, and it means I think they're all sleeping.
And we've had this, I'm sure you guys have seen this before, 하는 것 같아. Notice the 는. The key part there, when you put a 는 after the verb, it means it is going on right now, right? It's in the middle of happening. So, in the opening of the show, they said, 스티븐 자는 것 같다. Meaning, it seems as though Stephen is sleeping. It looks like Stephen is sleeping. 는 것 같아, you will hear all the time. Once again, 그런 것 같아, right? Seems like, it looks like. Koreans very often don't like to be direct in what they're saying, their statements. They try to kind of, I don't want to say beat around the bush, but that's kind of negative. They don't want to rudely say, it's like this. This is the way it is so often. So you will hear 는 것 같아, 인 것 같아 all the time.
Right. And let's use that in a sentence, okay? It seems like it's raining outside. How would you say this? Rain is 비, okay? And the verb for it is 오다, okay?
오케이. 밖에 비가 오는 것 같다.
Very good. Okay, another example. I think it's a little cold outside.
밖에 춥는 것 같다.
추운 것 같다.
추운 것 같다.
Okay, very good. And let's try the 왜 이렇게. Use this in a sentence, okay? In Seoul, there's a lot of traffic, and I'm always saying, why is it so trafficked, or why is it so packed jammed with cars? How could you say this?
왜 이렇게 차가 많아?
차가 많아, or 길이 막히지, okay? Or how about this one? Why isn't the subway coming? We're always waiting for the subway or the bus. Martin?
그 지하철이 왜 이렇게 안 와?
Good. Very good. Very good. 왜 이렇게 표정? What?
Because I've got a feeling that some people are probably confused, probably the same way Martin is, at why he went from 춥는 것 같아 to 추운 것 같아, right? Did you notice she corrected? You said 춥는 것 같아,
Yeah.
right? Well, the reason that is 춥다 is an adjective, okay? When you put the 는 on there, as we have been doing, 비 오는 것 같다, 누구 자는 것 같다, you're adding a verb and something is happening. It's called 진행형. Something is happening right now. It's a progressive sentence, progressive tense. Whereas, when you're talking about an adjective, you would just add the 니은. 추운 것 같아, the 비읍 drops away and you change it to 우 and then 은. 추운 것 같아 because it's an adjective, that's
I
why.
see.
I see. Thank you. All right. 알아들은 것 같아요. Okay, let's go on to wrap it up.
Wrap it up
with Lisa.
and Steven.
집이 왜 이렇게 조용하지? 엄마!
어디 외출하신 것 아니야?
글쎄, 샤워를 하는 것 같아.
Okay, I have a lot of things I want to cover that we heard in the wrap it up. The first one was we heard this word 외출. 외출. It means you've gone out of the house, and it doesn't mean you're going to work. It means you've left the home to do something. For example, to do your shopping, to go to the bank. But it doesn't matter regardless. You have left the home, so you're not at home. Okay? 외출하신 것 같다. And then the other one we heard was 글쎄. I like this, right? 글쎄. It means, well, maybe, or you're thinking about it, or you're stalling for time while you think of an answer. Try that. 글쎄.
글쎄.
글쎄요.
Yeah, and 글쎄, oh, yeah, you always use the high forms, don't you? Yeah, it's a very polite guy, Martin is.
People here in Zoom, so.
Oh yes, we're older. Yeah, okay. Anyway, but notice again, like I was saying, Koreans don't like to disagree directly, right? So what's happening here? The person says, oh, I think she's gone. The other person says, 글쎄, right? They don't want to say, 아니야, 샤워하는 거야. They don't want to do that. No, she's in the shower. They want to, 글쎄, oh, I'm not so sure about that. 샤워하는 것 같아. I think she's in the shower. That's how a Korean would disagree, right? Much more polite.
Right. And when you say she's taking a shower, we use the English word shower. 샤워하는 것 같아. And the difference between that versus 목욕 is you're taking a bath, okay? But in Korea, most people go to the 목욕탕, the sauna, and take a bath there. And at home, they just usually take showers.
Another
culture.
wonderful Korean cultural
Culture.
tip, right? Go to the sauna. They're wonderful. I know it's a little strange for some of us Westerners walking around with a bunch of other naked people and stuff.
Anyways, that's enough of culture, sauna muna. Let's go to, we're not going anywhere. We
Go
gotta
home.
go
Let's go
home.
home.
Okay.
Let's get out.
Sorry. Well, join us back here at Let's Speak Korean next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.